Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy look like mature boys together, with doting eyes. But if Wu Lei and Zhao Jingmei were not together in reality, I don't know how many people would be upset. Which pair of cuties do you like? Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy, this pair looks like a combination of a mature boy and a sweet girl. There is a mature and doting love atmosphere between them. When you see them together, you can always feel the affection in each other's eyes and the doting in their eyes. Wu Lei, a boy full of sunshine, always smiles and warms everyone around him. His eyes were full of admiration and love for Zhao Lucy, as if the whole world revolved around her. Zhao Lucy, on the other hand, is a gentle and pleasant girl who always smiles happily when Wu Lei looks at her, as if they are the only two people in the world. Their love story is like a romantic movie, and people can't help but be moved by their happiness. Every time they are together, people feel the beauty and warmth of love. Their tacit understanding and tolerance for each other are enviable. However, if they can't be together in reality, will such a beautiful love story become complicated and confusing? There may be many people who are heartbroken and upset by their separation. Because the love between Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy not only belongs to the two of them, but also to everyone who likes them. Some people may say that they are an ideal couple, and their love is so perfect and so enviable. However, whether they are together or not, we should pray for their happiness, because love is beautiful, and their love is even more so. So, for fans who like Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy, which pair of cuties do they like more? Maybe this is just a personal choice, but no matter which couple they are worthy of our blessing and support. Because love is one of the most beautiful things in life, and their love is so heartwarming and touching. The story of Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy seems to be a touching love song, stirring up a gentle and romantic melody in people's hearts. Every detail exudes intoxicating love, and every look conveys deep emotion. When they walked together, it seemed as if the whole world became brighter. Their smiles warmed the air around them, and their eyes were full of attachment to each other. That kind of tacit understanding and tolerance makes people feel moved because their love is so pure and beautiful. However, real life is often not what people expect. If Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy cannot be together, many people may feel heartbroken and heavy because of this beautiful love. Their separation will make people feel the fragility and impermanence of love, and make people lament the tricks of fate. But even so, people will still pray for their happiness and bless their love. Because the love between Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy not only belongs to the two of them, but also to everyone who believes in love. Regardless of whether they can be together or not, their love will always exist in people's hearts and become a beautiful memory and longing. So, for fans who like Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy, which pair of cuties do they like more? Maybe this is just a personal choice, but no matter which pair they are worth cherishing and caring for us. Because love is one of the most beautiful things in life, and their love is so moving and touching. This pair of CP feels so fascinating both in and out of the play. In the plot, even if Ling Boyi and Sheng Xiao Sheng don't need to kiss, the atmosphere of just holding hands and hugging makes people want to stop. Off-screen, the various tidbits between Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy are no longer just pink bubbles popping up. Ling Boyi and Sheng Xiao Sheng, this couple not only showed their deep love in the plot, but also exuded the same strong emotions in real life. Every time they appear together, there is an atmosphere of sweetness and happiness. Their eye contact and the intimacy revealed in their gestures make people feel moved. Even a simple hug and holding hands can make people feel the deep emotion between them. In real life, the various interactions between Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy are even more eye-catching. Not only did they show infinite intimacy in public, but their private communications were full of tenderness. Every moment they are together is like a beautiful picture that makes people's hearts move involuntarily. However, the sweetness of this love does not only exist under the camera. The various tidbits between Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy have gone beyond a stage of simply popping pink bubbles. Their love not only belongs to them, but also to everyone who likes them. Every time they are together, people will feel the beauty and warmth of love, and they will be moved by it involuntarily. So, for fans who like this couple, do they prefer Ling Boyi and Sheng Xiao Sheng in the drama, or Wu Lei and Zhao Lucy in reality? Maybe this is just a personal choice, but no matter which couple they are worthy of our blessing and support. Because love is one of the most beautiful things in life, and their love is so moving and touching. His breath fell on the back of her hand, and he kissed her unconsciously. He must hold her hand. The colors of the deep green to blue mountains appeared on the giant screen, and Mulian fell down while carrying her mother on her back. She was shocked and held Wu Lei's hand tightly. She heard a faint chuckle, and Zhao Lucy turned her head and realized that he was also looking at her sideways in the dim light and shadow in the dark. "Don't laugh." She reached out and pinched him. It is almost coming to the end of the whole story of vegetation, and the peaceful beauty, redemption and relief in the landscape scroll are even stronger. Everyone has unexplored desires in their eyes, and after experiencing the bursting rain, only detached indifference and tranquility remain. The dim lights gradually turned on after the show, and the evening show on the first day of the premiere ended in the early morning of the second day. A few or three people had already left the show when the credits started playing. The two of them sat in the last row, waiting for the ending to finish. Zhao Lucy leaned against him, holding him back and stroking his hand. He was never a person who was afraid of hardship. "I always feel," she leaned against his shoulder. The texture of his green knitted sweater was not soft, and it always had that warm smell that only belonged to him. "This is your true love story." First movie. The interpretation and understanding of the characters in the film, as well as the control and mastery of the overall rhythm, seemed to skillfully turn the character of Mulian into a part of his body. Wu Lei kissed her and waved to his uncle who was waiting not far away to prepare for cleaning and said they were leaving. He turned around to pick up her bag and coat, and pulled her down with a smile. "Let's go home first." Before she could finish speaking, she was about to glare at him, but she saw the smile in the corners of his eyes and the tilt of his head. "Okay." It was always like this between them. The digestion of some emotions would always be completed inadvertently, and then the molecules of love between the two people would become closer. Holding hands and walking on some remote and narrow uninhabited paths, the two of them also had a rare tacit understanding and were speechless. "Aren't you curious?" "I just said that." "Curious." Wu Lei squeezed her soft palm, but of course he understood why she said that. "Mulian always gives me a different feeling than the one you put so much effort into before." Zhao Lucy held his hand and walked backwards, not caring whether she fell or not. He was holding her anyway. In the process of creation, it's more like you left a part of your soul to him. Rather than saying that you are creating, it is better to say that you turned Mulian into a real person with a more flow-based power. He looked into her eyes, the twinkling light reaching deep into his heart. He understands. She always understands. The understanding between people after meeting them is worth everything. Wu Lei saw from the corner of his eye that her next step would land in an uneven shallow pit, and he didn't warn her. He just gently grabbed her wrist and pulled her back into his arms. "Actually, this is the photo I took. The hardest role. Ling Busuo doesn't count." "Of course," he chuckled, hugging the girl into his arms. "But speaking of which, I have never played any happy characters with particularly normal experiences." They happened to be standing under the magnolia tree in the alley. The magnolia flower is out of season, and the petals falling to the ground are covered in the soft soil, and there is already a faint green on the branches. Mulian's life experience is unique. He buried his head in her neck and kissed her, without any other meaning, just wanting to kiss her. "I originally planned to leave part of my soul to him." Zhao Lucy hugged him back and stroked his back, feeling sorry for the hardships he endured. "The movie is great, and you are always great. Do not hesitate to praise your lover. This is based on the practical meaning of all love." Burying her head in his arms, she couldn't see Wu Lei's expression, but she intuitively felt that he tightened his embrace.